5 police officers have been disciplined following a police ombudsman's investigation, which found the police had failed to properly investigate a fire at the Sean Dolan GAA clubhouse in Derry, Londonderry in December 2011. The fire broke out in the early hours of Saturday the 28th of December 2011 and caused extensive damage to the rear of the building. Police initially assessed the fire as non-suspicious. A senior club member said he had been told by police and fire service investigators at the scene that there was no sign of a forced entry and that the fire had been caused by an electrical fault. This remained the police view 2 days later, after they had viewed CCTV footage taken from within the clubhouse. However, members of the club who collected the footage from the police said that within 5 minutes of looking at it, they had seen shadowy figures and a number of bright flashes from within the building. The club members contacted Sinn Féin, who arranged a meeting with senior police personnel in the city to view the footage. Later that day, the police issued a fresh public statement saying they were now treating the fire as arson. A new detective sergeant was appointed to reinvestigate the incident. On the 3rd of January 2012, the PSNI asked the Police Ombudsman to independently investigate how effective the initial investigation had been. When interviewed, the detective sergeant who had initially been assigned to the case said he had relied on the opinion of the fire service investigators to point him in the right direction and could not recall suggesting it had been caused by an electrical fault. He said he viewed the CCTV footage for a matter of minutes on a small screen and said the picture quality wasn't good. Although he had seen flickering, he thought it was a car indicator light or something similar. He accepted that he had not conducted door-to-door inquiries, checked the perimeter of the clubhouse, or noticed a roof tile had been removed. The detective constable who had accompanied the detective sergeant was on secondment from uniformed police to the Criminal Investigation Department. He said he had no experience of such incidents and had received little or no guidance from more experienced officers. He said he felt under pressure from the media, the community, and senior officers to make a quick decision about the cause of the fire. An investigator from the fire service said that on the basis of the footage provided by the PSNI, he had concluded the fire had been intense and most likely caused by an electrical fault. A crime scene investigator said the area could not be properly examined, but said there were no signs of a forced entry or a smell of petrol. She said she and a police officer watched the CCTV footage on a small monitor, saw a flame coming down from the ceiling and concluded the fire was most likely to have been caused by an electrical fault in the roof space. The police ombudsman, Dr. Michael Maguire, concluded that the initial investigation had lacked leadership, direction and supervision. He said police had failed to conduct basic investigative inquiries, such as checking the perimeter of the clubhouse, conducting house-to-house inquiries, thoroughly examining the CCTV footage, or seeking to speak to the 999 caller who reported the fire. He recommended that the 2 officers who had initially investigated the fire should be disciplined for failing to conduct a proper investigation. He also recommended that 3 other officers, a duty sergeant and 2 detective inspectors, be disciplined for failing to supervise and guide the investigation.